I found myself at a point in my life where I was sleepwalking, I was lost, I was frustrated, I was so angry, and honestly, I just hated myself so much because I'd lost so much of myself. So I thought I had the fairy tale. I married the man of my dreams. I'd finally found him. I had these 3 beautiful children that I was so incredibly grateful for. And then in amongst it all, I somehow, between changing nappies and wiping snotty noses, I couldn't find me anymore. And it was just this incredible sadness inside of me that I had allowed that to happen, and that I had put all of my dreams and my desires and my love, the things that I loved in life, and I put all those aside, and I'd just given so much of myself to my babies and to my kids and to my husband, and there was nothing left for me. I just got to a point where I just was screaming and yelling and crying, and this incredible amount of grief just fell over me. It was like a death. It was like a piece of me was dying, but what came out of that was a rebirth, and I was being rebirthed, and I was realizing that yes, I can still be a great mother and a great person and a great wife, and still achieve my dreams and still go after, the things that I desired. I decided to write my book. I decided it was time for me to overcome some of my fears. It was time for me to allow my creativity to come out. And it was time for me to have a voice. It was time for me to move forward in my life and honour my mother, because I knew from the moment that she did pass that her life wasn't in vain. She wasn't famous. She wasn't, in the newspapers, or, she didn't accomplish, things great by anyone's standards, but to me she was incredible. She was courageous, she was love, she was wisdom, she was everything that I wanted to embody, and sadly she couldn't go on any longer. She decided that it was time to end her life. So that is really why I wrote the book. I wrote it for my mum. I wrote it for anybody who has ever thought about suicide. It's about finding those breadcrumbs, about learning who you are and embracing who you are, and understanding your uniqueness, and having the courage and trusting your inner knowing, your intuition, to become that butterfly and to break out and to do you on purpose, and to give your gifts that are intrinsically you and bring those to the world, because the world needs you. The world needs those gifts. My book is about breaking the cycle of suicide and learning to align spiritually and to do what my soul is calling me to do, so that I don't feel like I'm in the depths of depression, so that I don't feel like my life is shit. I'm doing what I absolutely love. It brings me so much joy and so much happiness to work with women just like you and help them to see how incredibly unique and beautiful they are. There are no two wings of a butterfly the same. and there are no two yous. You are unique. And I just love helping women to embrace themselves and to love themselves again and practice self-love and self-care again and embody exactly who they are. It's your time to fly, beautiful butterfly.